So I'm Luke, the creative director at Chill Bunny.
And I'm Xavier, the medical director at Chill Bunny.
And we're running a little bit of a webinar series today on putting a medical lens over what we do at Chill Bunny and trying to share and educate some of our clients on the technology we have at Chill Bunny and the products we implement them in. So we're going to be talking about saunas and ice baths and how they impact our health, how to use them, and some things you should be careful of in the industry. So I guess, Dave, what's your favourite sauna or ice bath?
I'm an ice bath man. Been doing it for a while, love it. They do say you never regret a swim, and it's the same for ice baths. So ice bath.
It's a great saying. Ice bath for me too. The mental clarity is just incredible, and for me it's way more powerful and immediate than sauna. We actually started the Chill Bunny as an ice bath business. Chill being cold, bunny being cute. Living in Bondi, starting the business in Bondi, we were very lucky to have the water, but not everyone has that. So you can have a swim in your backyard at 0 degrees even, which is wonderful. What's your favourite temperature for ice bath?
I prefer them as cold as possible. I don't mind the chill, and to be honest, I think the colder they are, the better I feel afterwards. As we all know, the health benefits of ice baths are amazing from a physical health point of view as well as a mental health point of view.
Yes.
And I could talk on and on about them for a while, but...
Well, maybe I'll talk about some of the product development we've done with ice baths and how that has been informed by Xavier's medical knowledge to make sure everyone's getting the best benefits from Chill Bunny. So our classic Chill Bunny is a natural cedar bath, clad in cedar on the exterior. The interior is 316 marine grade stainless steel, which makes it rust proof, which is really important in places like Bondi. Not only that, but our boards are 40 mil thick. So the wood on the exterior is 40 mil. The competitors or products on the market are sort of 9 to 11 mil thick, which is significantly less. And from a product point of view, that avoids things like warping. It means we can have it outside non-stop, but it's also something nice to look at the end of the day. We have engineered our chiller down to 0 degrees now, so it actually makes ice. That's important because everyone has a different preference and everyone has different needs. Some people get a kick at different temperatures, so we really wanted to cater for everyone, men, women, all ages. That's the product side of things. But perhaps from a medical side of things, it's relevant as well.
I guess a lot of people always wonder, what are ice baths and what are they actually doing and how are they helping and why should I jump in one? Because they're a bit daunting, to be honest, when you first want to jump in. There's someone suggesting to jump in a freezing bucket of water. The main benefits are, and you notice them afterwards, is first of all, my favourite is the mental health benefits. So as I said this earlier, you never regret a swim, and that's because after a swim, especially after a cold water immersion, you have some amazing biology going on inside the body. So what happens when you have that cold water feeling just smacking you on the face or all of your skin is that you have these neurological responses occurring. So an example is when you jump in a freezing lake, for instance, from an evolutionary point of view, all of a sudden your body goes into this amazing reflex response, which is called the cold shock response. And that's where your trigeminal nerve in your face, as well as some other nerves in your skin, tell your brainstem to start doing all these amazing physiological changes inside your body to cope for this shock that's happening. And some of those is where it stimulates the vagus nerve down to your heart, causing your heart rate to drop, which is called bradycardia. And that results in a very parasympathetic drive, which causes you to relax and calm down. It goes against what you initially would think happens. And what happens is you start to get a parasympathetic response, which is where you want to rest and you actually get quite calm. It's a really nice feeling.
Yes.
And after 10 minutes or 5 minutes in the ice water, and once you jump out, that feeling tends to last. And if you do it repetitively over, let's say we recommend 3 times a week, which is a good, I guess, frequency, those benefits tend to start to stack up after a while. And a lot of the data that's out there has shown that with continued use, overall mental health can improve quite a lot. If you're struggling with some of the common mental health issues like depression or anxiety, it can really help with those, which is amazing.
I've found that a lot, just empirically, having used ice baths. I've been sober 8 months now, and prior to that it was quite heavy drinking, but ice baths and sauna really release a lot of dopamine. And having that release over the course of the day really does go a long way to stopping you from wanting to spend the day at the pub. We know it all empirically, but getting the science behind it is super valuable. When you're speaking about the materials and how they relate to the medical response, I know someone mentioned in the early days that we have that the stainless steel on your neck, it can stimulate your pineal gland, which was quite interesting to me. And they also said something, spoke to the hypothalamus and how that is triggered by doing hard and difficult things. And the more hard and difficult things you do, the larger your hypothalamus grows, just like a muscle. Meaning that when you go to do something difficult in work or in a relationship or financially, you're primed for it. And so you can go as deep as you want, but at the end of the day, if you enjoy a morning swim and you feel good throughout the day because of that, it's that response amplified. Is that right?
There's a lot of science behind ice cold water therapy, going to more of the physical health side of things as well. But so the other thing is with muscle tissue and your general body and how cold water helps with that. For anyone that's really played football, plays sports regularly and sees their physios regularly, they'll commonly suggest to have a bit of cold water therapy and sometimes also suggest cold and hot water therapy, which is alternating. And what that does, especially the cold water therapy, is it after an exercise event, maybe is about an hour or two afterwards, is a good time to do it to allow your bodies your muscles a little bit of time to recover. Then after that initial hour, very, very good to get that cold water on those muscles to help prevent improve the overall recovery time. Clinical trials that the recovery rate with cold water therapy the time frame decreases by 20%. So it is shown to help there. And that's due to the inflammatory response that occurs post-exercise in your muscles. And it helps dampen that down and speed it up.
Alright, well that's really wonderful. I think we got a good medical lens over the benefits of ice baths and how Chilbunny really ties it all together in something quite beautiful you can have in your backyard. So thanks for joining today.
Thank you.